Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're at. This is another crypto update video based on what we have right now and what's possibly to come in the next couple of days. As I mentioned yesterday on a video, I am not able to see what's happening in the next 22 hours. And to be honest, I was kind of surprised because if I would have been able to actually see what's happening in the next 22 hours, I probably would have not been in a trade. So, as you guys can see, we actually have came down from 34 down to 38.4, and we're now trading in an area of 39,000. What also, as I guys have mentioned, that after we complete today, we will have possibly a pump, slow day, and one another pump, possibly coming up to 34 to 44 to 45,000 on Bitcoin, and then we will be dropping back down to about 40,000 again. Now, let's actually see what we suspect to see in the next couple of hours, because that's probably the biggest question. What I'm actually seeing is a possibly as the trend, as I have it here on the July 20th at the bottom of the tail of the candle, and you guys can see it actually lines up on the 23rd candle, on the 25th candle, and actually it also the bottom of today's candle. Again, I still having a hard time seeing the details of today, but I am but I am kind of estimating that this candle eventually will come up and meet this candle. Let me actually turn this drawing off so you guys can actually see, and meet this candle somewhere on around the 39,000 as we transfer around 8 o'clock New York time tonight to the new day. So those are possibilities. So we pretty much, one of the other reasons why I've not been able to see today's move, because today's candle will look literally the same as previous candle the day before, and I thought what I'm seeing is actually the days before candle. So that could be the possibility as well. I'm still learning. Crypto is new to me. I've been only around crypto on a heavy side since March, and actually discovered crypto in the fall of last year. So give me some time. But now let's turn this on. This brass pane. So what I'm actually seeing, we continue going to bounce up this trend line as I have drawn out, and eventually, getting back to that 40,000 area and actually having them pump. Some of you might have a question: why? What happened? Why we dropped? And here's a simple explanation that I can actually come up with. Is simple. 2 weeks ago, we had this huge drop that lasted 2 days, and we brought us to 39,000. Then a week later, again during the weekend, we had this huge pump that actually had a candle tail going up to 48,000. So Market makers are not stupid, and they learn from their mistakes as well. So they're like, what can we do to prevent another pump? Because if we continue being somewhat bullish, what can we prevent from having another pump? But this time, there's the tail actually coming up to 60,000. So it's very simple. They pulled the price down, putting fear into the people for them to trade. So less people right now are in the fear of trading. There'll be less people throwing money into Bitcoin over the weekend, preventing this huge growth. Now, as you guys can see, as I see, we will have on the first part of the weekend a pump. So, well, they were successful somewhat, but not too successful where they stopped the pump. I personally believe we will have the pump. Now, the following day, the Sunday, we will have some kind of a retraction or something where the candle will be lower than the first candle. Monday, we will have another pump, and that will create a new high for some period of time. So I just wanted to actually, go back, as you guys probably have not watched, and see what actually possibly might actually happen. Now, let's go to some coins. I actually review some coins that actually had some very interesting behaviors. Those, as you guys can see, what's happening. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have pulled it up. We had that pull down. We are having this pull up, and we kind of trying to work our way slightly to the top. Get back to where we were into the area. Another reason, and let's go to the BTC on a 50-minute candle chart, is we were brought into this area because as you guys can see, this area right here heavily traded. This area right here is somewhat traded, but this area right here, area within this orange alarm kind of I don't know what you call it, brackets. This area right here is not traded, and look at it, how they brought it down exactly into the area where it's just start getting less traded, and it's working its way, it's being traded way. And I believe as soon as we get to about 39.6 is when we're going to actually get that breakout to the top, which can last up to 4 o'clock New York time, which would actually start European market, which again, we do not have a European market, but people do wake up on a weekend and they like to trade, and that's its possibility. We also could start a round of growth as early as 5 o'clock today afternoon as New York market closes. So there might be possibilities of that as well. So let's actually go and look at some coins. Doge dropped, working its way up again, trading in this area that I actually saw in Bitcoin. We have that same untraded area that the Doge is actually trading. DGB did not drop lower. I personally would have brought DGB to this area here and traded this area. We do have quite a bit of trading in this area, so I understand what actually happened here. But again, if it would have went any lower, I would have jumped out because I am holding a couple trades, and because of very small balance, very highly leveraged. I know I'm going against everything that I ever said in the video and never will. Bitcoin, we already looked at. ADA. Again, ADA is trading in the area where we already had some trades. But I guess the market makers see something that I don't see. but again, slowly working our way up. Elgo, same thing. We're trading in this area, in between this area and this area, and kind of possibly working our way up. As this was building up ahead, a shoulder, I was actually suspecting a drop down to this area. As we can see, we actually reversed and possibly building a W to continue up. Matic. Why it's in this area, I have no clue. As you guys can see, it went up, trying to actually travel, got caught in this drop down storm, came back and actually trading in the area that I actually been trading for the last couple of days. But I want to actually point out a couple of actually winners. Raven during this drop came down, creeped its way up, shot up, and actually right now trading not created that second tap, as we call it, and probably will start working its way down. Another coin that actually I am looking for them, so have some patience. H bar. Also got caught up into this fall, recovered, and actually went higher than the last high. Who else? I do not remember all of them, but there were a couple. It's just I cannot identify them all. This Saul was actually on his way traveling up when it got caught into the storm. So it just came down and actually trading in the area, and actually had a new high as well. Uni is another coin that actually created new high, got caught in the storm, came down, and actually has not recovered yet. That's everything normal. Zill. Now Zill is normal. Ran, this is Ran. Ran actually came back, jumped within an hour, recovered, and actually went up and created a new high. Another coin that actually were actually one of the first to recover before other coins started. Few other coins that started recovering following it. Link, which calls us Chainlink, also started doing that growth, got caught in that drop storm, recovered, and has set it for itself a new high. So as we can see, some of these coins have actually did quite a bit of growth, while then I'm not sure that we talk about Raven. Yeah, Raven actually created new high for itself. So some of these coins actually did quite a bit to achieve what they actually achieved behind our backs, while we were trying to figure out what's happening with the coins that were actually in, like Doge, DGB, Matic, ADA, and Algo. Those coins are not doing well. Like, look at those. It never actually had its second pump. And I suspect Doge to go at least to 22.8, if not higher. So we're still waiting for Doge to eventually pump. DGB, at least it should go to 0.48, if not higher, and not have its second pump. And we already talked about Bitcoin. ADA at least come up to $1.50. It not had its second pump. Algo at least come up to about 94 cents, but it's still missing its second pump. And Matic at least come up to $1.25, and it's missing its second pump. So these are a couple coins. There's a couple more coins that actually still short as well. Coin like Harmony. Honestly, still have not done the research. What is actually Harmony all about? But I do love its name, and that's the only reason it's on the list is because of the name. If we could all live in a harmony, and everything around us would be in a harmony with us, and we with it, what a beautiful world it would be. Again, did not have its second pump. It kind of wanted to pump today and then got caught in the storm. The price should be somewhere around 9 cents. So there might be a couple more that I'm missing because I didn't write them down. I just kind of play through them as I go through the list. You guys might have noticed a few new coins I added to the list. But this is what I see it happening. So can we actually drop without these coins actually doing the run? Yes, we can. But if we drop while they have not completed their run, they'll be the first to pop up, or they might actually not have a full run down. So those are the possibilities as well. But I personally believe we are in a shoulder area and we need to build head for majority of these coins. We are still, when we go back to the Bitcoin, we are still in a period for the next couple more days of this trend period that actually ends on the 2nd of August. So we have till the 2nd of August to actually build up opportunity to build up the head, and then from there actually come on down if we're going to come down. That is also another question that right now I'm struggling to answer that question. But as I get more information or start developing strong feelings or getting, as some people call it, that download, I'll share it with you guys. Blessings to all, and talk to you guys soon.